It started out friendly enough, but within minutes, it got personal.
The NDP was the only party to stand up in 1970 when Pierre Trudeau put hundreds of Canadians in jail.
I am incredibly proud to be Pierre Elliott Trudeau's son. It's quite emotional for me right now to be able to talk about him because it was 15 years ago tonight that he passed away on September 28, 2000. And I know that he wouldn't want us to be fighting the battles of the past.
And so, Trudeau attacked Harper on present issues, including Bill C-24, the law that strips dual citizens of their Canadian citizenship if convicted of terrorist activities.
Are you seriously saying, Mr. Trudeau, will you never be able to revoke citizenship from somebody?
No.
Is that your position?
No.
Because we revoked the citizenship already of war criminals. And why would we not revoke the citizenship of people convicted of terrorist offenses against this country?
A Canadian is a Canadian, and you devalue the citizenship of every Canadian in this place and in this country when you break down and make it conditional for anyone.
Fighting for votes in Quebec, Trudeau accused Mulcair of speaking out both sides of his bilingual mouth.
As my father understood, Mr. Mulcair means saying the same thing in French as you say in English.
Mulcair denied the accusation and turned it on Trudeau for not following the rules of the stage.
You have to have the courage of your convictions. And with regard to Mr. Trudeau's sorry, you said we were going to be able to speak individually. I don't mind being able to finish my sentence.
Go ahead.
The three leaders, still caught in a tight race, took every opportunity to take a swipe.
Mr. Trudeau doesn't understand debates because he's used to having people write his lines for him.
The one thing they keep saying about you up there, Mr. Harper, is you're big sled, no dogs. The challenge that...
Imagine, first day of office, that we would have a prime minister who would say to the United States, we are pulling out of the joint military mission against the Islamic State. If you really want to poison the relationship, that would be the way to do it.
It's the first debate with a live audience, 2,500 people paid to watch, and at times could be heard.
Mr. Trudeau, if you become Prime Minister, how will you deal with Vladimir Putin?
I think there's no question.
Mulcair was quick to take advantage.
To hear Mr. Trudeau say what he's going to do with Mr. Putin. Mr. Trudeau, you can't even stand up to Stephen Harper on C-51. How are you going to stand up to Putin?
The audience was also a factor when Harper was criticized for Canada's relations with the U.S.
We have a great relationship with the U.S. administration. I have a great relationship with President Obama. And by the way,
there were so many topics covered tonight, and perhaps not surprisingly, the one most debated was Canada-U.S. relations, Lisa.
Okay, Laurie, so much to absorb from tonight.